Childhood is supposed to be filled with innocence, filled with laughter, play, and games. But what if I told you that many of these games we grew up with weren't made for fun at all? What if their roots lie in war, death, and in rituals meant to ward off evil? Hide and seek seems harmless. One child counts, the others scatter, waiting to be found. But its origins stretch back to ancient times, where this wasn't a game, it was survival training. Historians believe variations of hide and seek were used to prepare children for raids and war, to hide silently, to remain unseen, and to control their breathing. These skills were needed when invaders stormed villages. Some even suggest hide and seek as echoes a darker ritual. The act of invading spirits or predators in the night. Tag, one player chases the others, and the unlucky one becomes it. But the idea of passing a curse or an infection through touch is far older. In medieval times, touching was believed to transfer illnesses or even sin itself. Some scholars connect the game to outbreaks of plague where the concept of being marked meant death. The child who's it isn't just a chaser, they are the carrier, the cursed one, doomed to pass it on. A circle, heads bowed, waiting to be chosen. Duck, duck, goose. But the chase at its heart may have come from hunting games in Northern Europe. Children would sit as prey, and the chosen goose was singled out, hunted down, captured. The game teaches not just speed, but instinct, lessons far more primal than a playground pastime. Red Rover, send someone right over. A line of children form a human wall while one charges through with brute force. This game isn't just about strength, it's about mirrors, Vikings invasions tactics, where warriors would attempt to break an enemy's shield walls. The line was survival. To hold meant life. To break through meant victory. On the playground, it was just a bruise. In history, it was bloodshed. A grid of numbers, a stone toss, egg or child hopping carefully across, but hopscotch wasn't invented for fun. Roman soldiers used it to train endurance, hoping in full armor across courses of 100 feet long. Some versions even had religious undertones, a symbolic journey where each square represented stages of life and death. To stumble meant failure, or, in ancient belief, misfortune. Even today, the echoes remain. Think about the playground game Infection. One child starts as sick, and everyone they touch becomes infected too. It spreads until no one is left. This isn't new, it's the same old fear. Plague, disease, the invisible enemy. Children still play it without ever realizing they're reenacting humanity's darkest nightmares. These games survive because they are fun, but their roots tell another story. A story of blood, of fear, of survival. Next time you hear the laughter on a playground, remember, those games weren't born from innocence. They were born